Okay. And live today at the Bulow Plantation ruins. Get the bugs off me. Camera adjusted. Okay. So we're doing a special birthday broadcast over here on the East Coast. Beautiful tree canopy. And we have been here before. We've did a video on this place, I don't know, a year and a half ago. Something like that. And just be aware, if you do come here, there's a $4 entrance fee based on the honor system. And they do check. Because they checked us as soon as we parked today to make sure we paid. There's almost nobody here today. This place is really deserted. It's quite nice. So yeah, this place dates back to like the early 1800s. There was a sugar mill here, and the people that ran it fled right before the Seminole Indian War started. And whenever the Indians came upon this place, then they actually torched it. But a lot of the structure actually still remains, which we'll see here shortly. I am having to watch for snakes. It's been getting a little cooler at night, so the snakes are coming out more during the day, especially in areas like this. That tree looks like it's been struck by lightning. Over here, let's go look. I think this tree's had a lightning strike. Yeah, it looks like a lightning strike. Actually, looks like maybe a couple of them. Is that one too? Yeah. Camera is not really right out, but it's all charred, all the way down through the middle. Yeah, it's all charred up. I don't remember that from the past. Yeah, shaped by fire. Of course, the gopher tortoise. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. Kind of just checking back this place out since we're in the area. And it's just something to do for my birthday, to enjoy it. We'll probably pop over to the ocean later and check out the waves, since that Hurricane Fiona is offshore out by the Bahamas. This place might be a little haunted too. There is a lot of history here. Little lizard and a knoll. My main concern walking is timber rattlers. Or even not necessarily timber, but the eastern diamondbacks. I don't need another encounter with one of those this year. It is eerily quiet, besides the cicadas buzzing. So yeah, there's a little bit of foundation blocks left from slave quarters. Here, you got the river out by where we started, which we'll go back there later. And I believe we are coming up on the mill. And it looks like We may get the mill to ourselves at the moment. There's the road that we could have drove back in from the main parking lot. Yeah. By ourselves. Who would have thunk? And this place is closed on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Just so you know. I know the camera's trying to auto-correct itself. Right. And here's the plantation. The screen is really bright. I don't know why. Hopefully that'll clear itself. There you go. It was burned in 1836. And here we go. And one thing I've seen here before, hopefully the sun doesn't get too bleached, is, let me see if I can, Bulowville, January 26th, 1831. And it's an original marker. Put the camera back. Another well. Take a peek, make sure there's nothing in there. So there's usually another trail here. It goes back to another part, but it's closed off at the moment for management purposes. Clean you guys off real quick. It's very, very humid. So if anybody wants to see what the trail that goes that way into the back, you can type in for this video here, right here on the channel, because we did one that said last year, I think, at some point. But you'll be able to see that in higher definition than here on the live stream. So you're seeing that now. Here's what it would have looked like. Should we go vintage on this? Let's turn this into... Let's go haunting for a little bit. Make it look like a haunt. Make it look like a haunted house. I think we should do a whole video in this mode sometime. I think that'd be kind of fun. Alright, we'll switch it back. Since we are getting closer to Halloween, I like to mix it up. Look like 8mm. So yeah, YouTube does have many different modes you can switch to for effects. And we've still not walked out to the slave quarters yet, which we can still do. And walk to the river. Okay, I think we're gonna start walking towards the slave quarters. Check my phone. Nothing, I can't wait for a little bit. Switch it to black and white. Yeah, very cool place. If you're driving through Florida off 95, you're only 5-10 minutes from the interstate. This week, we can walk over, check out the interpretive center. Flip you guys back to color. I'll leave you guys on pop. Yeah, if anybody's, I turned the big 3-2 today. So getting older, but what can you do? So we're going to spend some time here on the East Coast, and the next couple of days we may have a few more live streams between now and the weekend. And artifacts that were actually found here. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. You know, hinges and saw blades and hoes, axe heads. These were all found here. Then this is what the mill would have looked like. Then this canoe, let's back up, back out. The canoe was made by so just knowing how old that thing is. And look how long it is. So that canoe was built by the slaves. It's like a gear of some kind from right here at the mill. Sugarcane grinder and sugar kettle. Household artifacts, part of a griddle, little bottles, cookware, stoneware, chamber pot. Zoom in on that. in this sugar kettle. Okay. Start walking towards the slave quarters and the river. We'll go along the road this time. I'm sure the colors look a little off. I have the camera set to pop, because I wanted it to be a little brighter. Take another look. Pretty neat. I want to say this is my second or third time here. I think. Everything's starting to blend together now. But we're gonna follow the road over. It's gonna get hot today. They're saying upper 90s next 2-3 days. And you know what we're close to today? Buc-ee's. I haven't been there for quite a while. You gotta come, if you come to the Daytona area, you gotta have your Buc-ee's fix. And if you don't know what Buc-ee's is, the chain of the world's largest gas station here in the Southeast. It's so much food and everything else you can ever dream of, plus like 130 fuel pumps. Car coming. Okay. Turned away from them so they didn't feel like they were being filmed. Because a lot of people do not like having their face on camera without permission. Which makes going to state parks usually pretty difficult. Yeah, the plan tomorrow, we might go to a nature preserve back over in the central part of the state in Polk County. We may or may not do a broadcast from there. We might. Like I said, it's supposed to be like 97 tomorrow, especially in the Midland part of the state. That's going to be pretty nasty. But if we can get out a little earlier, try to get ahead of the heat, maybe we'll be okay. And I'm hoping to have a good broadcast for you guys on Saturday, because I am on a few days off right now, so we're trying to take advantage of it. And cooler weather will be coming soon. Then we will start getting out a pinch more often, so you can, you know, hike and not fall into a puddle of goo, just melt on the trails. Turn around, make sure nothing's following us. There's the cicadas. That's all cicadas. Squirrel. Kind of surprised I haven't seen any deer yet. I usually always see them whenever I come here. I hear something, but I don't know what. I think it's a woodpecker. Woodpecker, or is it something paranormal? Could be some ghosts trying to signal us. There's a trail here, looks like a game trail. See, it's worn pretty good. Goes over and across. Yeah, got a lot busier here than when we started. There was 2 cars in the parking lot when we started our hike. Yeah, there's a bunch of people. I definitely do like hiking though on weekdays. Usually you can get the parks a lot quieter. Do a pan. Nothing behind us. So let's go over and go over and down. Get the love bugs off of us, as we are in love bug season right now. We'll go over and check out the river here in a bit. But we're gonna go walk down the trail to the old slave quarters. So, mind you, the old house for the plantation for the family was right here. Sat right here on this property. Man, that river's high today. So, let you look over this. Looks like they've had some storms here recently. A lot of debris down on the trails. So this is the site, at least a slave cabin site. Still see some of the brickwork, what it was called. This was either part of the same site right here or another one. We're not going to get too close because these rocks probably have snakes in it now, but that was obviously a site at one time, or part of the main structure. Obviously back in that time, none of these trees were here. It was probably just a straight shot overlooking the river. I don't know, this is actually a trail or a handmade trail. Awful packed down if it's a... This looks like someone made it, but looks like it kind of just comes down and peters out. Yeah. Okay, back out. Just knowing what happened on this land is kind of a humbling experience, knowing what you have now, and you take advantage of it and you appreciate what you do have. You're getting eaten alive by the bugs. They're out thick today because of being so humid. Lots of, and we're getting into baby lizard season again too, so baby anoles are running rampant. I remember it, there was something over here that had sparked my interest last time. Yeah, more evidence of either structure, fire pit, who knows, something like that. And these rocks look like they were placed here because they look like they're cut. And this was all, you know, open farmland at that time. And this is a pretty place. And there is another old mill pretty close here. I think it's only a couple miles to the south, but they have it completely fenced off. I mean, you can walk around the outside of it, but they had to fence it off due to vandalism. From what I was told, like 2 years ago, something like that, they put up a big fence around the whole thing to keep people from destroying it. Heard that. I don't know what that was. Something was making some sounds above us. Yeah, if you haven't yet, go over and give this channel a subscribe if you haven't. Give the video a thumbs up. That really helps the channel out in trying to grow. We've obviously not been able to do as much content recently as what I would have liked, but with the weather and me working, it makes it difficult to get out and put videos up. And some of the days that we do get, it storms all day. Especially this time of year, we're still in the heavy part of the rainy season. For the most part here lately, it's been raining just about every day, every other day. and not just small amounts. Sometimes we're getting between 2 and 5 inches of rain per storm. Yeah, if you come, you got bathrooms inside there. There's picnic tables. If you want to sit and have your lunch, maybe not have quite as many bugs bothering you. And we'll still watch for gators, because you have to. It's Florida. You always watch for alligators. So, camera's drooping just a pinch. Got the water. I don't even know. I think this is Bulow Creek. See if we can find any critters, because I usually try to bring you guys critters at least every video or broadcast we do. So here's some information. You could do this if you want. It's pretty neat. Let's walk out over top of Bulow Creek. The water is pretty red. Extremely red. And that was a gunshot. I couldn't tell you how deep this water is. It looks to be fairly deep, but with that water being so dark in color, you can't see any depth. Whew, man, that air feels good. And I would say that water is probably at least waist deep, if not over my head. How beautiful that is. Beautiful skies, light breeze. Back. Give you a shot of the birthday boy. Yeah, big 32. What can I say? That definitely is pretty. Fish jumping out of the water. I think you guys can see it. Yeah, because it was back over in there. I think the camera caught it. You have to tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it did. Oop. Did it again. And he's doing it more. Let's see if we can zoom in, Victor. Maybe he'll do it some more. probably won't do it now that I've zoomed in. Of course not. Yeah, it's not going to do it now, but... Oh, there he was. What that is, I have no clue. The magic jumping fish. Either something's got him stirred up, or maybe it's hunting something, I don't know. It's pretty funny. Right. Zoom back out. Look at the water a little bit more. Yeah. See how orange the water tint has? It's... Look at that. Like something bigger jumped. It's not an alligator though. Because we need some time with some big gators. We'll try to get you guys that tomorrow on tomorrow's stream if we're able to do one. There's another bit of a trail over here. And there's another trail though, about halfway down the road that takes you north, or not north, south, along the river to a different area, but we're not going to do that today. That's a little too much hiking that I was wanting to do. We'll poke around back in here for a couple minutes. Then we'll wind down this broadcast. We may or may not do another one today. No promises. And depends on what we come across. Interesting little inlet way over here. I kind of like this. It says no fishing, but if you're out in the boat, probably in this little corner right here, it'd probably be pretty decent. Walk over here to the water's edge. I'll get it packed. Natural Florida in all of its glory. I don't really remember if this goes anywhere. I may just come back here and just kind of stop. Which I think it does. But we're here. We're letting you guys see a little more. Thought I heard a rattlesnake. Yeah, the trail kind of just comes back here and peters out. And I'm not liking all this pine needles. This is a perfect snake habitat. And yeah, I'm not really looking forward to getting bit by a snake today. I do some stupid stuff, yes, that's a given. But we're going to try to avoid getting bit by a snake. So I'm sure some people wouldn't mind seeing that. Should make for some good television though. The wind just died. Cut back through here. creepy sound in it. You never know what you're going to hear or see down in this state, I tell you. It's like going on safari every day. Every day's a mystery. We've been going for over an hour now. Hour and almost 4 minutes on this broadcast. Gimbal's holding up good. Oh, one more sign. You guys can read over it if you want. We really didn't talk too much about the house. Oop. The sun is bright. What the house would have looked like. The view across would have been slaves working the rice field. Okay. Oop. A little more about the boat slips. The Audubon. Everybody should be fairly familiar with that name, especially if you're into birds and stuff like that. Imagine purchasing a bird for 75 bucks. Imagine paying $75 for almost anything nowadays. Okay, we're loop around. At least you have a couple different bathroom options here. There's no snacks, there's no gift shop. You know, it's run by Florida State Parks. There's your exit and entrance. So there'll be an envelope in the little box there. You put what information it asks, I forget exactly what. You put your money in it, put it in the box, you put your little tag on your dash, or you can pay on, I think you can pay online ahead of time and purchase your pass, or you can do the like yearly pass for the state parks, and I think then you just put on the envelope your membership number, which we still need to do at some point. Let's look at this. It's cute. It's cute. There's some frogs and stuff in here. We'll walk back over the water and we'll end the broadcast there. One quote I'll tell you, I've said it before in the past, is the day you start losing your sense of adventure is the day you start dying. So make sure you always try to get out, enjoy the outdoors whenever you can. It's what keeps most of us going. Just breathe the fresh air, see the sights. If you have the chance to go somewhere new, always take it, because you never know what you're going to miss out on. So to come here and see a site like this, I mean, how could you not love it? Let this wind die down again. Feels good. Feels good. Step back in a little bit from the water. Pretty constant breeze starting up now. Okay, we're going to end the broadcast here. We're going to see what else we get into today. Don't forget, if you want to see more pictures and funny videos, find us over on Instagram, and find us on TikTok as well. We usually try to put some little more cute things over on there if you want to go check us out. Until next time, hope you all have a good day. We may or may not be back on here later, but keep check for us next couple days. We'll have something more to show you guys. So I'll see y'all after a while, and I'll find you guys over probably on Instagram. Have a good day, and I'll see y'all later. Thanks for tuning in.